everybody, and welcome back to the 1902 Farmhouse project. Back out in the house today. It's been a while since I've done anything in here. I've been kind of lazy, but it is a Saturday before Christmas, and I think I'm going to try to get the attic fan down today. I also got a new tool I want to try out to shoot some level lines. We'll try that out in a little bit, but thought I'd catch up to speed on where we're at. I don't know if you watched the last episode of the house. Haven't done anything since then, I don't believe, but I'm gonna catch up to speed right quick. So in the main living room area, we haven't stripped the boards off this exterior wall, and of course we've got this door to deal with here. I'm gonna take that out and stud it up. So I'm thinking I'm gonna probably have to get it from the other side, tear out the vinyl siding off. There should be a little like 3/8 plywood up on there, but pretty much all the side walls are torn down. The siding's off, the interior. These windows are going to be replaced. All the windows are going to be replaced. I had bought a big window to put in here, but I've changed my mind about it. I think we're just going to go with two smaller windows. And then this wall here has got to come out for a hallway. And we're going to have one bedroom here. Is a spare bedroom with a closet. And I've started taking boards down because I want to knock a hole in this wall for my gun safe. And I'm going to put a wall. We're going to have a big walk-in closet here. About where these blue tape lines are is going to be walls. So I got it here. So this one will be the wall. This one's going to be the hall. I've got to come back and measure because I want at least 42 inches, but 48 would be better in the hallway. So here's where that new toy is going to come in handy, is to shooting these lines, and especially up on the ceiling. Got a whole pile of tongue and groove pine. I was going to make some tables for a wedding, but never did get around to it. The wedding got moved up. I didn't have time, so I am going to save some of this to make a farmhouse table with. These are at least 8-foot pieces here. The rest of them are shorter, but a lot of good wood there. Of course, a lot of nail holes too is going to have to be filled in. The bathroom is stripped. There'll be a 4x4 shower here. This window will get probably smaller. Be a big walk-in closet here. This window's going to be going. Got to redo this whole door area because all this is messed up. The siding was cut. There's no support there, so this whole door pretty much just barely holding in there. Just these 2x4s right here, basically the only thing holding it in. This window will get made a lot smaller. This will be a utility room here. There'll be a bathroom right here. This is that window I bought to put in the living room. That I bought it for $100, but it's busted, it's cracked, and part of the interior molding's missing. So I think I'm just going to eat that $100, try to sell it. I may put it on Craigslist for whatever, get rid of it. That thing's about at least 200 pounds. It's all me and my wife could do to move it. And so the job for today, of course, is to remove this attic fan. And it's nice and cool in here today. I actually had to bring my torpedo heater from the barn to heat it up some. It was so cold, but it's in the 40s. I'm going to start by taking the louver off. The power is dead on it. I've opened the breaker, but we'll definitely test it when I get to it. We've got these little non-contact devices that work really good. We'll test the power before we unhook it, and I'm hoping I can just drop it out. If not, we'll have to pick it up and run through this hole here. And if I have to do that, I'm going to have to wait till I get some help. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to set you up, and we're going to get started removing the louver and see what all we got to do to get this attic fan out. Oh, we got some old painted over flathead screws. It'll be fun to get to. This one I may just end up cutting. I could probably pull that one out with a hammer. I definitely want to save it. It's belt driven, and I want to put this in my shop when I get my shop built. So it's definitely mounted on the inside. We'll have to go up there with a flashlight and unmount it and unwire it and all that. So I think for the time being, since I'm here by myself, we're going to continue to the other thing I wanted to do today. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is this. I think it's pronounced Huepar. It's H-U-E-P-A-R. Maybe Huepar, I don't know. It's the first time I ever used it, but the reason I bought it was so that I could project lines on the ceiling and the walls. So what we're going to do is, I've unlocked it, so it is self-leveling. I've got this set up as level. It's actually got on my tripod, it's got a level gauge, so it's level. We also have a little thing here we can set up over here. So basically what it's going to do is show me on this wall where my hall wall is going to tie into. All right, so you can kind of see where I've put that, and I don't know if that's where it needs to be. I'm going to turn my flashlight on and look a little better. I keep getting the eye full of laser. Got a line marked right here. I'm right on that line. The thing of it is, I don't know if that's the inside or the outside. Let me go get a tape here. Just here to see how wide that is right here. It needs to be at least 42 inches. Oh yeah, we got almost 46 and a half there, so that'll be plenty. If that's the outside line, that'll be plenty. Alright, so now what I want to do is I got to line up on this line up under it. So I'm going to move it this way so I can actually see that line. Alright, so software's in the way. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to line it up on this line and on that target down there. And this line is showing me. Oh, I got that on. Okay, so right here on the edge of the blue is where I need to be. And I expect that's where I need to be here too. Yep. Alright, so that'll almost be 48 inches then. Alright. So that'll be pretty close right there. Now, granted, this is the first time I've ever tried to use a laser, so just bear with me a second. We're gonna get it up. Turn it just a little bit. See this thing. Settle out at. It's going to be pretty dang close. You can kind of see. Now the floor is shaking a little bit just because me walking, but it's almost right on the edge of that tape is where the line is. Over here is also right on the edge of the tape. So now I've got a line all the way up, all the way across the ceiling. Right. Now of course the wall ain't gonna go that far. This wall is actually gonna end right here. There'll be another little closet wall will come out and it'll come all the way over with a doorway right here. So right in here is going to be a door. But if you notice, it's going to be right through that wire right there. So now this could be the outside or it could be the inside. I'm probably going to make this the outside of the wall. And then the stud will go right in here. So that'll have to come out. That's going to be too close to the edge. So, I think that's got power on it too. I knew I was going to do some wiring, and I wanted to, of course, all this right here's got to go because it's going to be in the center of the closet. So all that's got to be moved. Probably move some up to this wall. I don't think none of the wires will be long enough to come over here to this wall, so we'll probably have all this over here, and then we'll have to run new lines over to this wall. So, I think it's going to work perfectly. So now, what I can do is I can mark several spots, and I can check it with my level going up and down that wall. But I can mark several spots here where I can put me up a 2x4 top plate. And yeah, so 129 bucks. I'll leave a link in the description from Amazon. I think it's $129, and I think this is going to come in real handy laying out these wall lines, because I'll have two more to do here and here, and also one in here, and well, I'll have more than one. I'll have this closet one here. We can go ahead and use it for finish this wall here. We'll have some more walls back in there. So, and I am zoomed in. So, yep. I'm happy with that. I specifically bought this model because it has the full 360-degree laser on it. Some of them on the top only do 180, and I wanted the 360 top and bottom. So it also does the side. So if you're laying out wainscoting or whatever, you can level that up. You can also lock it, and you can put it in any position you want to. Right now it's unlocked, so it should be self-leveling. Well, all right, I appreciate y'all watching, and I'm going to be getting started soon on the walls in here, probably in about 3 weeks, maybe 4. Yeah, actually it'll be 4 weeks. It'll be mid-January. I got a little business trip to do in January, so it's going to be kind of later than that before I really get going good. But once we get the walls built, we'll start wiring. We'll get the sheetrock hung. I have secured the loan that I needed to fix the house up and build the shop. So I'm going to be looking seriously about getting somebody to give me a quote on a shop getting built right out here in the side. So up here in this field where I want to build it, towards the barns there. It's it's fairly flat. It does slope down just a little bit right there, so not a big deal. I want it facing south, which would be this one, kind of towards these trees here is south. This is north, and that's west that way. So definitely want it facing south, and yeah, we'll get that going. Hopefully by the end of the summer I'll have me a shop. I don't know how long it'll take to finish this house. I've got to do windows and siding and HVAC. Those are going to be my 3 biggest expenses. Of course, a lot of sheetrock. And I know a lot of y'all are going to give me hell about taking this stuff off and putting sheetrock up. But remember, why I did this was to be able to insulate these walls. Also, you know, of course, I'm going to do some framing because this stuff ain't framed right. Now, this is the old style framing. You know, this don't have, this wall does not sit on this floor. It actually sits on a beam under there, and the floor goes up against it. That's the reason none of these have a bottom plate, because there's no bottom plate. And as you can see, over the years, stuff's been cut where it shouldn't have been cut, and now it's just a hodgepodge of this, that, and the other. So craziness. I'm glad we opened these walls up just to fix this mess. Some worse than others, but all of it needs fixing. And we'll, of course, we're going to leave the siding on this. This is shiplap siding nailed directly to the studs, so we'll be leaving that alone. This siding will not come off. That's actually basically our shear protection. And you can see where a door used to be right here. So I have went back and done some reframing. I think I put this little stud in right here, and also put this stud in here because this one didn't go with the top. So I got a lot of that to do. I'm gonna have to put in some scabbing on the bottom for like that, for a baseboard, or just be able to caulk it up anyway, keep the critters out. So a lot of work to do. I don't foresee it being done by the end of next year. I know my wife would love it done by Thanksgiving, but you know how hot it gets in Georgia in the summertime. So right now is the best time to do it. While it's cool, I can get around good. I ain't sweating to death. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit it hard this spring and just go as fast as we can go till it gets too hot to do it. So until then, thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you hadn't, and that bell for notifications so that you never miss an episode of this 1902 farmhouse renovation project.